Look at this. Nice little fishing rod. Now imagine making this with your own 2 hands. Well, I did. And I bet my boys Enzo and Brendan that I could catch more fish with this than they could with their fancy new age fishing rod. This is a step-by-step guide on how to do the same thing. All right, so you want to know how to make an authentic bushcraft fishing rod. There's a whole list of items we're going to need to acquire, yeah? Hooks, lines, weights, and a handle so we can wrap the line around it. It's better for storage that way. Let's start off with the line first, yeah? If only there was like some kind of natural plant fibers. Yucca leaves are perfect for what we're looking for. They're strong, durable, and very, very fibrous. These things will easily withstand fish tugging on them. Now the process of turning this leaf into cordage is not actually as complicated as I used to think it was. You see, you really just need something smooth and hard in order to scrape away the flesh so you're left with just the fibers. You can see all the instructions in this video right here, but beware, I did accidentally poison myself. I was just being retarded. You don't really have to do that if you don't want to. Now I need you to come with me to the forest so I can find some clay. All right, so when you're looking for clay, you're looking at the color of the soil and the texture of the soil. Now, the smart ones in this audience would have noticed we're in a river ecosystem, meaning the moistness of the region is gonna make the clay wet as well. Meaning we get one bonus identification feature, and that's if we feel it with our hands, it'll be feeling like wet clay. All right, it's pop quiz time. I'm gonna go through some clay examples and we're gonna see how well your clay identification skills are. All right, so this soil here, is it suitable? Can we make clay out of it? Fuck no, this shit is just straight up soil. Now that I feel it though, it has a little bit of clay. Not enough, not in high enough concentrations. All right, my friends, what about this one here? Would this work? If you said yes, click off this video right now. This is a rock. All right, boys, looking around me, I'm seeing all these big, fat sandstone boulders, right? Meaning I don't think there's gonna be much clay in this forest at all, because clay is a very, very fine sediment. So if big, fat sandstone boulders like this haven't been eroded away from natural processes, I don't think the sediment in the ground would have been eroded into clay yet, you know? Now, I'm just talking out of my ass. Editing Depot, please fact check me. I'm probably wrong here.
Not really. Like, okay, I did some really intense research. Pretty much, yeah, clay is the result of weathering and the breaking down of the soil into finer and finer pieces. Not just physical, chemical too, but don't ask me how. If I'm forced to look at one more question on orbitals, I'm gonna snap and do something to someone. Essentially, I'd assume the same process that makes clay would have weathered away these boulders. I ended up going to a completely different forest the day after, much flatter and with no sandstone boulders, and it did have clay. Hypothesis proven. That's a wrap, lads. Australian government, give me 35k in grant money so I can buy a Hilux off Facebook Marketplace.
All right, so mission successful then, eh? We got it right here. I know what it looks like. It is not a bag of cocoa. This is pure clay from the forest we were just at. Now to do anything to it, we're gonna have to first dry it so we can process it, right? Now we can do it out in the sun right now, but that'll take like what, a day? Or actually, I'm not too sure. Or with the power of magical editing skills, in less than 1 second. Now, all the further instructions you're gonna need are in this video right here. I'm gonna be on a rush though, because I need to make this fishing rod before Lorenzo licks my ass clean in this competition we're making, okay? So, you know, good luck, boys, with your own fishing weights and whatnot, but I gotta make my structures. All right, so I got all the 5 fishing weights that I was gonna use here, right? This one here is the smallest one. I made that on purpose though. And then we got 4 fishing hooks. I don't know if I'm gonna use clay. I might use actual bone, but these will, you know, good little science experiment, I guess. And obviously they're increasing in size depending on the fish I'm trying to get. And last but not least, I obviously had to make myself a miniature Glock 19. Now, we're gonna let these dry for 1 day in the shade, and then we fire them the day after. Otherwise, the change in temperature and the change in moisture, all the water leaving the clay, it will crack the fuck out of it too. So be careful, boys. That's what you gotta do. Okay, so that's baking in the oven right now. Now, we're gonna focus on making the handle for the fishing line, okay? This wood should do the trick, but obviously it's a little bit too much. We don't need all this. Thanks, little bro. Anyway, as I was saying, we don't need all this shit. So I'm just gonna, here. There we go. All right, now we whittle. All right, boys, this is the final product, right? This is the handle, this is the line. Let me show you how much I made the line actually. This much cordage I made, plus all that extra shit right there. Or this right here, if it helps you visualize it better. Now onto more important things. The hooks I made out of clay probably will not suffice, but they're like a last resort. The hooks that I'm actually gonna use, or primarily will use, are made out of this. Cuttlefish bone.
So, boys, do you want to know an interesting fact on cuttlefish? Is this video 10 minutes yet? Yeah, alright. I don't actually have anything interesting to say. So, how's your day going? Sorry guys, I'm not too good with small talk. I don't know why IRL Depot put me on this shit, bro. Oh, thank God, looks like he's finally finished whittling. Okay, I made these three right here, right? Except I don't think they're gonna be too good. The best bet might be clay, but it's very water soluble, right? There's only one way I could find online to fix that. So essentially, close your eyes so you don't see me cheating and using man-made chemicals. PVA glue. Fuck, too late. Well, essentially, if you mix PVA glue with water in a 1-to-1 ratio, you get a water-resistant coating that you can apply to clay. And just like that, boys,
we're done. You see, this is the final product. We got the beautiful handle right here, carved out of straight, I don't know, some type of wood, but it was hard to carve, so you know, it's good. We got the yucca cordage as well. I didn't measure it actually, but I'll throw it up here because I'll measure it after. And we have our waterproofed weight and our non-waterproofed hook. But if worse comes to worse, we'll just use the cuttlefish bone that I got from before. And that's it. Now, if I was Enzo and Brendan, I would be shitting my pants right now. I wonder what they are doing right now, though.
Isn't it so chill just doing nothing?
Yeah, I wonder what Depot's up to.
You know, he full went off at me the other day.
Actually?
Yeah, bro. He was talking about freaking like some homemade fishing rod and like using government grant money to buy a Hilux.
A homemade fishing rod? What is he gonna catch with that?
Fuck if I know.
Yeah.